Welcome to the second workout in Basics for Beginners, and today is a leg workout. There are going to be a lot of moves. When I show you the first version, it might scare you just a little bit, but don't worry, I always have a modification for my beginners. Then when you're starting from where you might feel is rock bottom, or you've just never done any workouts before, that's probably the move for you. So just be patient and wait, and I will show you that move to help you out just a little bit. So we're going to start out with a jump squat. So it's exactly what it sounds like. You're squatting down and you're jumping up. So don't worry, I'm going to show you a modification if you are not a person who feels comfortable jumping for health reasons, or maybe if your joints aren't agreeing with jumping. What we're going to start doing is we're going to start out with just squatting down. You're going to squeeze your glutes, make sure your core is tight, your pubic bone is pointing towards your nose, your back is flat. So when I say that, I mean you're not arching your back. We're not Instagram models here, right guys? I want you to pull that pelvis forward if you tend to arch your back. Make sure that your back is straight. Squeeze your belly button to your spine. You're going to squat down, and then as you come up, you're going to jump back up. Jump and land on your toes and roll back into your heels, okay? Pardon my hair, it's just a mess. So again, we're gonna start core tight, back is in neutral spine. So that means you're not doing too much of this, you're also not doing this. Your shoulders are backing down. You're gonna squat down, and then you're gonna jump up, land on your toes, and roll back into your heels. So what I'm talking about when I'm saying land on your toes, so this is your foot, these are your toes, this is your heel, back here. You're landing on your toe and you're rolling back into your heel. What this is doing is it's distributing all of that force that would normally go straight into your joints. Instead, you're distributing that energy so that it's going to spread all the way back into your heel. It's going to distribute it. So instead of shocking your joints, they're going to have a nice, gentle shock, just enough to help your bones grow, because you actually need force to make your bones grow. But it's also not going to be so much that you're hurting your joints. So here we go. Again with the jump squat, core tight, shoulders back and down, not arching, nice and flat. You're going to squat down, jump up, land on your toes, and roll back. So your whole body is a spring. You're landing on your toes, rolling back. Your whole body is absorbing that force as you go down and then come back up. So that's a jump squat, and you're going to do that for, you might have guessed it, 30 seconds. Now, if you cannot do a jump, what I want you to do is to squat down, to come up, go up onto your toes. I don't know if you can see my toes here. I'm going up onto my toes, and then you're going to go back down. As you can tell, I was off balance as I was doing that really slow. So have a chair nearby or a wall. Hold onto that wall, squat down, and then as you come up, make sure that you're holding onto that wall. You come up onto your toes, go back down. So again, so you can see my toes here, over here. Squat down, come up, stand up onto your toes like a calf raise, come back down, squat back down. This is the movement I want you to do if you're a beginner. And it's okay if you only go down 2 inches. That is totally fine. Just so you make sure that you engage those glutes in that squat, that you're not arching your back, you're not leaning forward. Your weight is in your heels. The power is coming up through your heels, powering yourself up and then up onto your toes, okay? So that is the jump squat or the jump squat modification. Next, we're gonna move on to a squat and press. Now for this, I would suggest you have a weight. You could also use a backpack with some heavy books in it. You could use a gallon of water. You could use a lot of things for your squat and press. But a traditional squat and press, if I keep swatting myself, we have bugs here, probably anywhere we were outside there's bugs. We have mosquitoes and stuff here. So that's what I'm doing when I'm swatting myself. But for a traditional squat and press, you're gonna do core tight, shoulders back and down. You're going to bring your weight down into the squat. You're gonna bring it up in front of your shoulders, and you're gonna press it up to the sky. You'll bring the weight back down, squat again, push up through your heels. The weight is coming through your heels. Your toes can come up off the ground. See how my toes can come off the ground? You want to be able to pull your toes off the ground. So screw your feet into the ground, squat down, up, press up through your heels, pull that weight up like a bicep curl, and then press it up above your head, making sure that your core is tight so that you're not going to hurt your back. A tight core is protecting your back, and you pull it back down, just like that. Squat, bring it up, and press. Core tight, bring it back down, just like a bicep curl. Now, if you're a beginner, I'm going to get my stool right quick. I should have brought it over before I started this video. You're going to get a chair or a couch or a stool or something. You're going to set your weight on it. You're going to pick up your weight off of the chair just to give you some safety. So when you're squatting down, I want you to squat down and then press. And then come back down. The reason the chair is there is so you can know that at any point you can set that weight down without feeling like you're going to drop it on your toes or on your dog, right? You're going to have that weight in a safe spot so that anytime you can put it down without feeling like you're going to injure yourself or something or someone else. If you are also a beginner and you feel like you don't have a weight or you feel like weights just aren't where you're at yet, what I want you to do is to squat down just a little bit, have your arms, imagine that you're holding a weight. Bring your arms up and then press. Because believe it or not, your arms weigh something. It takes strength to move your arms on top, above your head. So again, you're going to want to have your core tight. You're going to be stretching. If you're doing this motion, your body is going to be getting much better range of motion all in your shoulder area. It's also going to give you better spinal stability, and it's going to help with your overall body flexibility and strength. So if you don't have a weight, don't skip out on raising your hands above your head, because this is making it much more difficult on your core, and it is also helping with your flexibility and your range of motion. So that means how far your arms can go behind your head, which is really important for overall health as you age. So even if you don't have a weight, I want you to squat down as far as you can go, even if it's just 2 inches. Then I want you to bring the weight up to your chest and then press up above your head and then bring it back down. And then squat again. Just imagine that you have a weight there, because this motion is very healthy for your body. Next, we're going to do a squat and a knee drive. And again, this is a move, if you are a beginner, you might need a chair for this, just to help stabilize, or a wall nearby to help you stabilize. So we're going to do another squat. We're doing a lot of squats today, but a squat and a knee drive looks like this. Pardon my hair. You're going to squat down, and then you're going to bring up one leg, and you're going to drive it into your chest, like this. So we've done these before, and I've done them at an angle, but today I want you just to bring it straight up, okay? So you're going to squat, and you're going to just drive your knee straight up, not at an angle. I want you to drive it straight up. So if you have a mirror or a camera, or even like your reflection, like in a glass like this, it could really help you to do this correctly. So squat down, press up, really squeeze your glutes as you come up, core is tight, press that knee up and back down. As you're doing this, you're going to be really working your balance. Also, the standing leg, opposite of the knee that you're raising up, is going to get a lot of work. Those glutes, you're really going to be digging deep into those glutes as you lift that knee up and put it back down. Then you're going to squat again, bring that knee up, put it back down. This is really when this wall is going to come in handy, because you might feel like you're getting off balance because you're only on one leg, right? That's pretty crazy. So if you're a beginner, please, please, please have a wall, have a chair nearby. You can always decide not to use it, right? But you want to have that there because you really don't want to fall and injure yourself. So hold on to something as you squat down, come up, knee drive. Maybe for you, you don't need to hold on for the squat. You're just going to do the squat and then you hold on for the knee drive. But I really want you to engage your core to pull that leg up. It's not so much strength coming from your leg muscles to lift that leg. It's a lot of strength coming from this area and this area. So this is going to help with the fupa, as I've heard a lot of people call it, just that lower belly fat that a lot of us ladies get after we have children. This is going to help pull your muscles in. It's not going to burn any special fat, okay, but it's going to help pull your muscles in, so that basically what it is it's your uterus and all your internal organs are kind of falling because they don't have any support. So if you're doing moves like this, it's going to really pull those muscles in to support you in your daily life so that your stomach won't bulge so much, okay? So that is the knee drive, and either you're going to do it like this for 30 seconds if you're more advanced, if you're an intermediate or advanced, or you're going to do it like this, holding on to something, squatting down, pushing up, knee drive, squatting down, pushing up, knee drive, okay? Next, we're going to do a jump lunge. So again, this is a jumping move, and I promise I will show you a modification for that. For the jump lunge, you're going to start in a lunge position. Both legs are at 90-degree angles, okay? You do not want your knee to go over your toe. So a lot of people will do like this. I don't want to see your weight in your toe. Your weight should be in your heel so that your toe can come up. And you can stay in this position even if your toe comes up, okay? So your weight is in your front heel, your back toe. And then you're going to jump and switch, okay? This does not have to be a high jump, but you're jumping and switching, and that's going to be really good cardio for my intermediate to advanced. When you're doing that, make sure that your core is really tight, or you could hurt your back, okay? So core has to be tight, and you need to have your legs at 90 degrees or above 90 degrees. You don't want to go too deep into that, okay? For my beginners, what I want you to do is to start standing up and then to step back, squat, lunge down, push through this glute and this heel to stand up. And then you're going to do it on your other leg. So step back, go down, push through this glute and this heel, push up to stand up. So first go into like a triangle position, and then you go down into two 90-degree angles before you squeeze that glute, press to that heel, stand up. Step back into a triangle position, then you go into 90 degrees, push through that heel, stand up, okay? That's what I want you to do, switching legs for 30 seconds. The last move of this circuit is a lunge and a twist. And it's going to look like this. If you have a weight, use a weight. If you do not have a weight, that's fine. Again, you could use a backpack of books, or you could use nothing. You could just use your body. What we're going to do is you're going to start standing tall, core is tight, shoulders are back and down. You're holding the weight in front of you, and you're going to step forward. See, before, if you were stepping back, right? You're stepping forward, lunging down, and we're twisting to the side of the leg that's forward. So my right leg is forward, so I'm twisting right. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to push off this heel to stand up, okay? Then I'm going to do it on the other leg. Stepping forward, going down, twisting to the side that the leg is forward, so my left side this time, twisting to the side, coming back forward, and steps. When you're doing this move, I want you to pay attention to if your knees are hurting. If your knees are hurting, then you need to not go as deep into the lunge. You're going to want to step forward just a little bit. Instead of having a long step, instead of having a long step, you're going to want to have a little bit of a shorter step so that you're not putting as much pressure on your knees. But when you are doing a shorter step, do not lean into your toe. Make sure you keep your weight into your heel, and that you just don't go down quite as far, okay? You're just going to do a lunge like this, and then do the same thing. You're just not going to go as far forward. This puts less pressure on your knees, but still allows your glutes to work, okay? Now, if you don't have a weight, or if you feel like a weight is too much for you, then what I want you to do is to step into that lunge, whether it's a long lunge like this, and you're going in deep, or it might be a little bit of a shorter lunge, where you're just going like this. But again, your knee is stacked directly on top of your ankle. I don't want to see it in front of your ankle, and I don't want to see it straight. It needs to be bent, but directly over your ankle. You're going to dip down, and you're going to twist, come back, stand up. Twist, come back, stand up. Now, if you're having a lot of trouble with this move, if the twist is hurting your balance, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but this is what I want you to do. I want you to step forward, hold on to something, and just look in that direction. Just look. Then look back forward, step back. And while still holding on to that, step forward. Don't move your torso, just look. Look forward and step back. The point of that is that it's helping your mind get used to switching positions before your body actually does. I know this sounds kind of weird, but it's really gonna help you. If you find that you get really dizzy when you're lunging and twisting, I just want you to lunge and look, okay? But make sure you're holding on to something, because if you have issues with dizziness, you really, really need to be careful to keep that in mind and to address that. That is the entire workout. That took me a long time to explain, but it actually won't take you very long, because you're just doing each of these exercises, again, written on a lovely envelope. You're just doing each of these exercises for 30 seconds each, and having a rest in between. I would suggest a 10-second rest, but you could do a 30-second rest or even a 60-second rest if you find that you need that. But you're gonna do each of these exercises, and then I want you to do it 3 or 4 times through. If you're a beginner, try to do 3. And if you're an intermediate or advanced, try to do 4. I bet you can do 4. There are some jumping moves. Even if you don't do the jumps, you're still gonna get some good cardio out of this workout. It's not just muscles that you're working. I really hope you enjoy this workout. Please let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed it. I love creating programs like this for you. And if you have any other questions besides things about this workout, DM me on Instagram at Kofit Coaching. I would love to talk to you about issues that you might have. I would love to be your coach. I coach one-on-one. I create workouts like this specifically for you if that is what you need. I'm hoping that everyone has a fantastic day. I hope this workout gives you strong legs, and I will see you in the next video.